Okay, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, last video, nag-end po tayo dun sa exercise number 9, which is factor the following or factoring polynomials. So, today, my video will talk about binomial theorem or how to expand binomial expression, no? So, to start with, the binomial theorem, a binomial is a polynomial that has two terms. So, pag sinabing binomial, we have two terms. So, we have x and y lang. So, ito, for example. Then, in this section, you will study a formula that gives a quick method of raising a binomial to a power. So, to begin, take a look at this example. So, we have x plus y raised to 0, we have 1. So, anything, any number raised to 0 is equivalent kay 1. So, dito, mag-start tayo sa 1. Then, x plus y quantity raised to 1. So, we have x plus y. Then, the quantity of x plus y raised to 2, so we have x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So, and so on and so forth. No? So, kung makapansin natin, ito yung mga observation na ma-observe natin sa binigay ko kaninang example. So, in each expansion, there are n plus 1 terms. So, dito, we have n plus 1 term. Ito yung term na tinatawag dyan. No? n plus 1. So, we have 0 term pa dito, then first, second, third, fourth, and fifth term. Yung kapag yung exponent, no, yung sinasabi na n plus 1 terms. Then, in each expansion, x and y have symmetrical roles. So, the power of x decreased by 1 in a successive terms, whereas the power of y increased by 1. So, napansin nyo dito sa quantity of x plus y raised to 5 is equivalent kay x5, 5x raised to 4. So, yung x natin nag-decrease ng 1. So, yung exponent maging 4. Then, magkakaroon ng additional na y. Then, for the next term, we have x raised to 3, yung nag-decrease yung x natin, then yung dito, yung y, nag-increase naman siya by 1, so naging y squared, and so on and so forth, no? Okay. Then, the sum of the power of each term is n. For instance, the expansion of x plus y raised to 5, the sum of the power in each term will be 5. So, for example, dito, we have x raised to 5, so 5 yung ano natin. Then, 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5, 2 and 3, 5. No? So, kumbaga kung ano yung term natin dito, yun din yung magiging sum ng terms ng expansion natin, no? In each term. Okay? So, the coefficient increase and then decrease in the symmetric pattern. The coefficient of a binomial expansions are called binomial coefficient. So, tawag po din ay binomial coefficients. To find them, you can use the binomial theorem. So, we have formula for binomial theorem. So, ito nga. In the expansion of quantity x plus y raised to n, we have x raised to n plus x raised to n minus 1 y plus n x y raised to n minus 1 plus y raised to n. So, kumbaga, magkakaroon ng pattern yan. So, ito yung magiging pattern nitong ng bawat term, no? So, itong nasa gitna, ito magiging itsura niyan. So, n combination of r is equivalent kay n factorial over n minus r quantity factorial r factorial. So, later, makikita nyo kung paano yan ilagay sa calculator or paano natin i-solve, no? But, for now, i-discuss ko lang muna or basahin ko lang muna kung ano yung mga nasa PowerPoint ka, no? Then, later, sa mga examples, magbibigay ko kung paano yan i-solve, yung formulang yan. Paano magagamit. So, we have Pascal triangle. This is a convenient way to remember the pattern for a binomial coefficient. By arranging the coefficients in the triangular pattern, you obtain the following array, which is called Pascal triangle. This triangle is named after the famous French mathematician Blaise Pascal. So, yung coefficient of binomial coefficients, magkakaroon siya ng pattern. So, we have tinatawag na Pascal triangle, no? So, kung may-observe nyo dito sa Pascal triangle natin, we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. So, kumbaga 1 plus 1 is 2. Then, 1, 3, 3, 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. No? Kumbaga, habang bumaba siya, nag-add lang naman ang nag-add yung nasa taas, no? So, ito siya. So, the first and last number in each row of a Pascal triangle are 1. So, ito nga yan. Yung kanina. Ito yung first and last number. So, we have 1 na coefficient. In every number in each row is formed by adding the two numbers immediately above the number. So, dito nga, yung sabi ko kanina, nag-add lang naman yung nasa taas, no? Tapos yun na yung magiging value ng sa baba. ganito. No? Then Pascal noticed that the numbers in these triangles are precisely the same numbers that are the coefficient of binomial expansions as follows. So, kung makikita nyo, ito po yan, no? So, we have, yung mga naka-blue, yan po yung mga coefficients ng binomial expansion. Okay? So, para sa, para ma-test natin yung formula at para naman din mas maintindihan nyo yung i-discuss natin. So, we have example, no? Try natin i-solve yung dalawang problem. So, we have number 1, which is quantity of x, 2x plus, minus pala, 2x minus 3 raised to 4. So, kung we have, okay, so we have 2x minus 3 raised to 4. So kung Pascal triangle ang gagamitin natin, we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Ito ay raised to 0, raised to 1, raised to 2, then 1, 3, 3, 1, raised to 3, then 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. Ito yung raised to 4. So we have coefficient, ito yung magiging pattern coefficient natin, no? We have 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. So, erase ko na itong Pascal triangle natin dito. So, we can say that we have pattern of 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1, no? Dun sa ano natin. So, first is yung value ni x. We have 1 times 2x. So, kung ito ay 4, so lalabas siya na ay raised to 4. Plus, yung 4 times 2x. Sabi nga yung exponents, babawas ng isa, magiging 3 times, magdadagdag yung y. Yung y natin na itong nandito. No? So, lalabas siya na ay negative 3. Then, plus, coefficient which is 6 multiplied by 2x. Yung 3 magiging 2. Then, yung y, since 1 yan, magiging 2 yun dito. No? Plus, 4 times 2x. Since 2 to, magiging exponent niya 1. Times negative 3 raised to 3. Then, plus, yung matitira, 1, coefficient 1. Then, yung x magiging 0 na, wala na yung 0 yung exponent, so magiging 1 lang din yun. So, lalabas ko ay yung value na lang ni y, which is negative 3 raised to 4. Okay? Then, simplify mo na lang. So, para hindi kayo calculate nyo na lang, no? So, we have 2 raised to 4. We have 16. 16. Wait lang, ginawas ng susulat. We have 16 16x raised to 4 plus lalabas 4 times 2 cube times negative 3 lalabas siya na ay negative 96x tapos cube. Okay? Plus 6 times 2 squared times negative 3 squared. Lalabas, positive 216x squared. Tapos ito ulit, we have 4 times 2 times negative 3 cube. We have negative 216x. Then, ito, 3 raised to 4, we have negative, positive 81. No? Negative 3 raised to 4. Positive 81. So, we have answer which is ito po. Okay? Then, example number 2 tayo. We have number 2. We have x minus 2 y raised to 4. No? Okay. So, lalabas, we have the same pattern, 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. So, lalabas ko, 1 times x raised to 4 plus 4 ulit, 4 multiplied by x times 3 raised to 3 times negative 2y 1 raised to 1 plus 6 yung pattern times x cube to magiging squared naman to times negative 2y squared plus 4 times x times negative 2y cube plus negative 2y raised to 4. Okay? Then, calculate nyo na lang, no? Ako, madalas, kahit mga ganyang numbers lang pinakalculate ko yan. Kasi, minsan may mga bagay tayo hindi tayo confident, no? Minsan pag nagpa-plus 1 plus 1 pa, kinakalculate pa natin eh. So, para sigurado tayo, calculate nyo na lang. Or kung mas kumpiyansa kayo sa na gamitin yung utak niya kapag nagsasolve, okay lang din naman, no? Pero ako, mas gusto ko yung mas safe, no? So, x raised to 4 plus, so we have 4 times negative 2, we have negative 8 x cube, then y, lagay mo natin parentheses, plus, ito, 6 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4 times 6, lalabas, 4 times 6 is equivalent by 24, 24 x squared y squared plus we have negative 2 cube is equivalent to 8, negative 8 times 4 we have negative 32 x y cube, then plus negative 2 raised to 4 we have 16 y raised to 4. Okay. So, para mas, tanggalin na natin yung mga parentheses, x raised to 4 minus 8x cube y plus 24 x squared y squared minus 32 x y cube plus 16 y raised to 4. Okay. So, ito po yung final answer for the expansion of x minus 2y raised to 4. No? Okay. So, let's continue. So, ito po yung sagot. Let's check 16x to the 4th minus 96x cubed plus 216x squared minus 216x plus 81. No? So, tama po yung sagot natin kanina. Then, x raised to 4 minus 8x cubed y plus 24x squared y squared minus 32x y cubed plus 16y raised to 4. Okay? So, sometimes, you need to find a specific term. So, in middle term, sum of exponents, sum of coefficients, and sum of coefficients of the term containing x raised to n minus m y raised to m in a binomial expansion. Instead of writing out the entire expansion, you can use the following formula. So, tandaan nyo na lang yung formula, no? Kasi, minsan may mga bagay tayong hinahanap lang, no? Yung specific terms lang hinahanap natin. Kasi kung ang gagawin natin ay yung buong term, kagaya ng Pascal triangle na ginawa natin kanina, kung yung buong term ang hahanapin natin, okay lang yun kung mga x raised to 4, x raised to, hanggang raised to 5. What if kung raised to 12 na po, or raised to 16, raised to 17, tapos ang pinapahanap lang naman pala is yung pang 7, 8 term or yung middle term lang, di ba? So, we have formula for that, no? So, ito yung formula for our term, or for our term of a binomial expansion, we have these two formula. Ito, ang dalawang to. N factorial times x raised to n minus r plus 1, y raised to r minus 1, all over n minus r plus 1 times r minus 1 factorial. May factorial po yan, ha? Dito, may factorial. So, n minus r plus 1 factorial times r minus 1 quantity factorial. So, we have, pwede natin gamitin yung formula na n c r minus 1 times x n minus r plus 1 y raised to r minus 1. So later, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano gamitin yung mga formulang yan. Then, to find the middle term, so we have r, or yung term, which is equivalent kay n over 2 plus 1. Then, balik ulit ka dun sa kaninang formula para makompute yung specific term na yan, yung middle term na yan. Then, to find the sum of exponents, we have formula s is equivalent kay n times n plus 1 times the average of the exponents. And then, to find the sum of coefficients, we have formula ax plus by raised to n is equivalent kay a plus b raised to n, or ax plus b raised to n is equivalent kay a plus b raised to n minus b raised to n. Kapag may yung coefficient kasi sinasabi yun yung may value ng x and y. Pero kapag halimbawa dito kasi ang may x lang, yung may coefficients lang dito yung a. Yung b kasi is whole number or kumbaga real number na dyan. Kaya yung bawas na dito kasi hindi siya coefficient, walang coefficient na x and y yun. No? Later papakita ko sa inyo kung ano yun. No? Then to find the coefficient of the term containing x raised to n minus m, y raised to n. So we have formula k is equivalent kay n factorial all over n minus m quantity factorial m factorial times a raised to ax quantity n minus m times b y raised to quantity raised to n. No? Diba ang hirap basahin ng formula? Pero yun nga, tandaan nyo na lang po yung mga nakasulat dyan, no? Kasi mas maintindihan nyo naman yun kapag nag-example tayo, no? Okay, so dito, example tayo para at least mas maintindihan nyo. So we have find the 8 terms, 8 term, middle term, sum of exponents, sum of coefficients, and coefficient of the terms containing x raised to 4. In the binomial expansions, we have 2x plus 3 raised to 12. So first question, yung 8 term. 8 term. Okay. Okay, so first question is yung 8 term. So we have formula for finding the term na we have formula na n factorial times x raised to n minus r plus 1 y raised to r minus 1 all over n minus r plus 1 quantity factorial times r minus 1 factorial. Or we have n c r minus 1 times x raised to n minus r plus 1 multiplied by y raised to r minus 1. No? Okay, so dito, yung n is ito, then yung x ay ito, then yung y ay ito nandito. Okay? So we have n factorial, we have 12 factorial times yung x which is 2x raised to n which is 12, r is yung term which is 8 minus 8 plus 1, y which is itong y natin na yung 3, tapos r which is equivalent kay 8 minus 1 all over, kopyahin nyo lang to at ito nandito, 12 minus 8 plus 1 quantity factorial r, or 8 minus 1 quantity factorial. Then diretso lagay nyo lang sa calculator. So ito yung calculator. So we have 12 factorial multiplied by 2 raised to 12 minus 8 plus 1. Tapos we have 3 raised to 8 minus 1. Then we have 12 minus 8 plus 1 quantity factorial times 8 minus 1 quantity factorial. So yung x po ay hindi nyo na ilalagay sa calculator kasi hindi siya magsasolve. So kumbaga yung sasolve lang dyan is yung coefficient, no, para masolve natin. So we have 5, 4, 2, 7, 5, 4, 2, 7, 3, 2, 8. 5, 4, 2, 7, 3, 2, 8. Tapos yung x, syempre, lalagay nyo pa yun. X, tapos yung 12 minus 8 plus 1, we have 5. So, ito po yung lalabas. nasagot. Okay? So, para mas madali, pwede nyo rin gamitin yung formula ko. So, we have n, which is 12, tapos combination C, r minus 1, 8 minus 1, diretso ko na 7, times x, which is 2, x raised to 12 minus 8 plus 1 times 3 raised to 8 minus 1. No? So, sa calculator, lalagyan nyo lang yan. We have 12, parenthesis muna tayo, 12. Tapos yung C, yung nandito po yun, shift C times 7. Diba nakita nyo sa calculator yung may NCR? Yun po yun, yung C. Okay? Times yung 2x, 2. Tapos lagyan mo lang yun. Exponents 12 minus 8 plus 1 times 3 raised to 8 minus 1. So lalabas we have same answer, which is 554, 5, 5, 4, 2, 7, 3, 2, 8, x raised to 5. Yan po yung 8th term. Okay? So, 8th term pa lang po yan. Yan yung first question dito. So, yun po ito. Wait. Yun po ito. 8th term. Then ngayon, the middle term. So, to find the middle term, we have formula. Balik tayo. Dun sa power. So, ngayon, middle term naman tayo. So, erase ko ito. Next is middle term. Tama ba spelling ko middle term? Middle term. Okay, so we have formula R is equivalent kay n over 2 plus 1 to find the middle term. So we have 12 over 2 plus 1. So we have 6 plus 1 is 7. So pinapanganap is yung pang 7th term o yung middle term. Okay? So ngayon, same formula pa rin tayo. N factorial multiplied by x raised to n minus r plus 1 multiplied by y raised to r minus 1 all over n minus r plus 1 quantity factorial times r minus 1 quantity factorial. So n is equivalent kay 12 factorial times 2x raised to 12 minus 7 plus 1 y or yung y natin na yung 3 raised to 7 minus 1 all over 12 minus 7 plus 1 factorial 7 minus 1 factorial. No? Then, lagyan nyo lang sa calculator ulit. We have 12 factorial multiplied by 2 raised to 12 minus 7 plus 1 times 3 raised to 7 minus 1 all over 12 minus 7 plus 1 quantity factorial times 7 minus 1 quantity factorial. So lalabas we have 4, 3, 1, 1, 0, 1, 4, 4. Opo. 4, 0. Yan. 4, 3, 1, 1, 0, 1, 4, 4. Then, yung x, huwag kakalimutan. Oops. Kalimutan nyo yung mga x nyo. Pero itong x dito, huwag kakalimutan. So, x, tapos yung exponents, 12 minus 7 plus 1. Okay. So, we have 6. X raised to 6. So, we have 43,110,144 x raised to 6. Okay? So, kung gusto nyo gamitin yung other formula, we have n cr minus 1 times x raised to n minus r plus 1 y raised to r minus 1. So, kumbaga, ito lang yung tinandaan mo dyan, no? Ito yun, no? Tapos ito kasi, ito na yun, no? Kumbaga, okay, we have 12 c r minus 1 is 7 minus 1. We have 6 times 2 x raised to 12 minus 7 plus 1 times 3 raised to 7 minus 1. Search po. Pag nilagay sa calculator, 12 combination, okay. Hindi ko makita. 12 combination of 6 times 2 raised to 12 minus 7 plus 1 times 3 raised to 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. Tapos, 12 minus 7 is 5 plus 1 is 6 din. No? Para makita niyo kung paano nilagay sa calculator. So, we have 4, 3, 1, 1, 0, 1, 4, 4, x raised to 6. Ito pa yan. Pag nilagay sa calculator, we have 12 C6 times 6, times 2 raised to 6, 3 raised to 6. No? Ito yung answer. Okay. So, next tayo. We have sum of exponents. So, sum of exponents. Next tayo, sum of exponents. Next question is sum of exponents. So, sum of exponents, we have formula na s is equivalent kay n times n plus 1 raised times average of exponents. Tama? So, we have s, n is equivalent kay, wait pala, hindi para makita. Okay, so we have 2x plus 3 raised to 12. So the sum of exponents of formula f is equivalent kay n times n plus 1 times the average of exponents. So we have n which is 12 times 12 plus 1 times yung average of exponents. Average of exponents we have 1 dito. Dito wala namang ibang exponents yan, no? So lalabas we have 1 plus 0 over 2. So we have s is equivalent kay walang exponents yung y, no? So, we have, pag nilagay yan sa calculator, 12 times 12 plus 1 times 1 half. We have 78, no? 78 po yung sagot na exponents. So, yun. Kung gusto nyo mga double check, mag-ano kayo, mag-Pascal triangle, then ipagpa-plus niyo yung mga exponents ng 12, no? Puro tig to 12 yun. So, lalabas, 78 divided 12. Okay, so, next question. We have coefficient of terms. Wait lang. Sum of exponents, sum of coefficient tayo. Okay. So, next tayo, sum of coefficients. So, to find sum of coefficients, we have formula. So, a, x plus b raised to n, we have balikan lang natin yung formula kanina. We have a plus b raised to n minus b raised to n. No? So kapag yung formula natin ay may whole number, kaya dito, ito po yung gagamitin natin formula para makapag-compute tayo ng value. So we have 2x plus 3 raised to 12. So we have a, the value of a is 2 plus the value of b is 3. Then the value of n is 12 minus 3 raised to 12. So, for the sum of coefficients, lagay nyo lang sa calculator, 2 plus 3 raised to 12 minus 13 raised to, 3 raised to 12. 3 raised to 12. Okay, sa lalabas, we have 2, 4, 3, 6, 0, 9, 184. So we have 243,609,184. Yun po yung sum ng coefficients, no? So yung coefficient po yan. Okay? Then, to find coefficient of term containing x raised to m, yung next question to, and coefficient of the terms containing x raised to 4. So we have in binomial, yung x raised to 4 daw yung hahanapin, yung may x raised to 4. So, right? Next will be term containing x raised to 4. No? So, lalabas, we have formula k is equivalent kay n factorial all over n minus m quantity factorial raised m factorial ax raised to n minus m by raised to m, no? Okay, so we have, di ba meron tayong dapat y dito? So we have yung formula natin na ax raised to m minus n tapos y raised to m n minus m para to n minus m tapos m to. So lalabas yung n minus m natin is 4. So we have n minus m is equivalent kay 4. N minus m is equivalent kay 4. Then we have n is equivalent kay 12, tama? So, lalabas 12 minus m is equivalent kay 4. So, therefore, m is equivalent kay 8 natin. 8. Therefore, yung value yun, ilagay lang natin sa formula, dito. So, we have k is equivalent kay n, which is 12 factorial all over 12 minus 8 factorial times 8 factorial times ax, yung a natin ay yung 2, then yung x, ito, n minus m, which is 12 minus 8, then yung y natin is 3, then lalabas, m natin is 8, then the term, or the k term is equivalent kay 12 factorial all over 12 minus 8 quantity factorial times 8 factorial times 2 x raised to 12 minus 8 times 3 raised to 8. Therefore, we have terms containing 5 x raised to 4, which is equivalent to 51963 120 x raised to 12 minus 8 is 4. So ito po yung sagot. No? Okay? So, yan. Yan po yung sagot dun sa problem.